When you first...
But you take that Hummer and you put it up on the one side of the mountain and the tire on the bottom, and that, or you just put it up on both sides.
Both sides and crawl right up the side.
Crawl right on up and make a new road.
That's right.
The road's underneath you.
That's right.
That's how that Hummer was.
That's right. Well, you'd never driven a Hummer.
1994, we were at a score race in Mexico, and Hummer put 2 of them in the score race.
Oh, is that right?
Both of them finished.
Well, that would be like my model.
And I'm telling you, score race, this is 1,000 miles. This is a Baja 1,000. They put you through some stuff that is pretty scary in a small vehicle. So these boys, both of them made it with the Hummers. And those things are, what, 8 foot wide?
Yeah.
They're wide compared to all these other vehicles.
Well, you took my Hummer up a mountain and stopped it, right?
Yep. And it just took right off, never spun a tire, and I went right over the top. Yep, that made a believer out of me.
Well,
a Hummer is locked up front and rear. Solid. All 4 tires turn at the same time. You take most 4-wheelers, you got one on this corner in the front, and that one slips, the one over here spins, the one on that rear spins, and the other one slips, and you have 2-wheel drive. Most 4-wheel drives. If you don't lock them up, you don't have 4-wheel drive. You have 2-wheel drive. You got one, and that one slips, the other one kicks in on the front. Same on the back. One slips, the other one kicks in on the back. So what do you have?
2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive. You got one on the front, one on the rear. Supposedly you're able to tap the brake and the gas at the same time. It'll make it slip, and it'll kick the other tire.
Well, the Hummer one says if
the Hummer one, you don't even need to do that.
Is that right?
There's gear reduction, and if you've got 4 wheels spinning.
Yeah.
You don't need to do nothing with your foot. You don't need to do nothing with your brake. Just put your foot pedal in there and go, and you're gone.
You're gone.
Doesn't matter.
There was a tree over here that the Caesar needed to have pulled out, right? And they dug and they worked on it for days and days, and they put cars on it and nothing. I rolled up with a Hummer. I yanked that thing out of there in a heartbeat.
10,000 pounds?
Yep, 10,625.
Yep.
Pulled that thing right out of the ground.
That's all if you got 4 wheels pulling, 10,000 pounds, it's coming out.
It's coming out.
We could pull this house off the foundation.
Well, we've done that twice now. I mean, I pulled up another tree over there, and it was like it was like nothing.
You got 4 wheels pulling, and lots of weight. 10,000 pounds, that's a lot of weight.
Now, we'll have to bring her back down for the party here.
Yeah, I need to put that piece of the dash back in there. I'll put that back. And then once I get ready, I'll pull it back apart and take that speedometer out there.
Off topic, did you find out, did anybody reply how much the new speedometer would be?
You know, I did not. He did not. I tried to get a hold of John.
John.
I think he did.
No.
No email, no phone, no nothing.
Really?
I've got a feeling. I think John's dead.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was really surprised. So I'm gonna call. He sent me some numbers, email. So I'll call those numbers. That was up here in LA someplace. But I was calling him to get a little info out of him.
Right.
And he's never replied, and the phone number's no good.
Oh, that's not good.
So I think he's not here again.
Either that or he retired.
Yeah, he might have retired, but maybe. But I don't know. Never did get a hold of him. I had a guy that I've dealt with in the state of California for, since 1996. And when you do a job for the state of California, you have to call the state inspector over so many dollars.
Right.
So if you're over this amount, you have to call to get
an authorization.
Well, anyway, nice guy. Great guy. We talked a little bit. He says, I'm retiring here in the next couple of months, Dale. He says, I'm going to come down and see you. And I said, yeah, I got a couple motors down here because he wanted to rebuild old cars. That's
Sure.
what he's doing. And I said, yeah, I got a couple motors down here. They're in good shape, very rebuildable. In fact, you could run them. And he says, well, I want to come down and see you. I'll give you a call, and I'll come down and I'll check out the motors. Well, it's been a year and a half later, and I never did hear from him. So I happened to call one of the inspectors for another job, because I hadn't done many jobs because the state didn't have any money. I called the inspector in San Diego the other day, and I said, what happened to Jack? I haven't heard from him. He was supposed to call me. He says, Jack died 2 months after he retired.
Is that right?
2 months.
Oh.
He rented a building, cleaned it all out, got it all set up, moved his cars in. He had some work going in different places on differentials, this, that. He went over to one of the shops where he had one of the differential work done, and went in, talked to him, walked back out, and fell over dead.
Oh my God.
2 months.
Wow.
After he retired.
You hear a lot of people dying when they retire.
Nice guy. Nice guy.
Yep.
But you never know.
I've lost
So
3.
I think probably what a guy ought to do is do what you want to do.
That's about right.
Not what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Do what you want to do. You might not be here.
That's right.
Do what you want
to do. That's about right. I lost 3 friends this last year.
So I've pretty well done what I want to do most of my life. Running, fishing, racing.
Yep. Drinking.
Off-road racing.
Drinking.
Drinking. I said, if I die tomorrow, I've done it.
You've done it.
So it won't be such a big loss. And my wife asked him to find her a new old man. Ain't no big deal there. Yes, sir.
Hell, after you, she might not want a man.
Probably won't. Probably had enough.
Enough of those guys.
Of these ungrateful guys.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the damn truth. Yes, sir.
Well, I've always thought about, what would you do today differently than if you knew we weren't going to be alive tomorrow?
I would like to think that I would have done a lot of things differently, but I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
Because they were fun.
Yeah. Well, there's something to be said about that.
I had a good time when I did it. Yeah, so why wouldn't I do that again?
I don't know. If it's true you only go around once?
I think, if you don't know what's going to happen, then you're going to do that same thing again, probably.
Probably.
You're going to go do the same damn thing. You're going to go have a good time.
Well, hell, you used to race cars and... Well, you had your own business at 17.
17 and a half. I bought a gas station after that.
That's crazy. You couldn't do that today, I bet.
It'd be pretty tough.
Pretty tough.
Yeah. You need a lot more...
capital.
Well, you need more capital, but you also need more training.
Yeah.
Because cars are much more complicated these days.
Mm-hmm.
So things would be a little different. Back then, you could wing it.
Mm-hmm.
First chainsaw I fixed for a guy, I bought him a new one.
Screwed it up so bad?
Yeah, I had it pretty bad. I had it broke all to hell. I bought him a new chainsaw. I think it cost me under $100. But I guarantee you, I took that chainsaw all 2 pieces. And I figured out how it worked after that.
Is that right?
The next one I didn't have to buy the guy a new one. That's right.
I've seen more butterflies this year than I've ever seen before.
Quite a few.
I was just watching one came by.
Quite a few. We had some down at the house the other day, I noticed.
Yeah, more butterflies than ever.